Oy, feh. So? By Carrie Fagan. Pictures by Gary Clement. Oy, feh. So? By Carrie Fagan. Pictures by Gary Clement. Every Sunday, my two aunts and my uncle came to visit. Their names were Aunt Essie, Aunt Shauna, and Uncle Sam. They drove up after lunch in Uncle Sam's old Lincoln and parked in the driveway. From the front window, I watched them with my brother and sister. Aunt Essie, Aunt Shauna, and Uncle Sam got out of their car and walked slowly up the path. "Do you think they'll say something different today?" my sister asked. "Not a chance," my brother answered. Oy, feh. So? They came in without knocking and headed straight for the living room. Aunt Essie sat down in the big armchair with a sigh. Aunt Shauna groaned as she lowered herself on to one end of the sofa. Uncle Sam winced as he dropped on to the other end. "Oy," said Aunt Essie. "Feh," said Aunt Shauna. "So?" said Uncle Sam. That was all they ever said. "Oy, feh, so?" Our mother came in to greet them. "Such beautiful weather," Mom said. "Oy," said Aunt Essie, "as if I haven't seen nicer." "Feh," said Aunt Shauna, "it'll probably rain." "So?" said Uncle Sam. "Is the weather going to make me young again?" "Oy, feh, so?" Our father came in too. "Do you like the new sofa?" Dad asked. "Oy," said Aunt Essie, "it looks just like the old one." "Feh," said Aunt Shauna, "a waste of money." "So?" said Uncle Sam. "You think I don't feel springs?" "The same thing, just like every Sunday. But today my brother, my sister, and I had a plan. My parents went into the kitchen to make tea. I ran into the living room. Help! Help! Robbers! Right behind me came in two masked robbers holding wooden swords. Aunt Essie, Aunt Shauna, and Uncle Sam watched from their seats. The robbers made me take all the money out of my pockets, a dime, 2 quarters, and 3 nickels. They put the money into their big sack, laughing gleefully. "Oy," said Aunt Essie, "crime these days." "Feh," said Aunt Shauna, "people are animals." "So?" said Uncle Sam. "Did you expect different?" Again I ran into the living room. "Help! Help! A dragon is trying to eat me!" Right behind me came the terrifying dragon with its big snapping jaws. It began to swallow my leg. It began to swallow my other leg. I waved my arms about. "Ugh," said Aunt Essie, "such a commotion." "Feh," said Aunt Shauna, "I never liked pets." "So?" said Uncle Sam. Is it worse than my bad stomach?" Aunt Essie, Aunt Shauna, and Uncle Sam began to snore. Once more I ran into the living room. "Help! Help! Space invaders are trying to take me to their planet!" The space invaders caught me in their force field. They made me lie down on the transporter carpet. They dragged the carpet toward their spaceship. "Ugh," said Aunt Essie, yawning, "as if we don't have enough trouble on Earth." "Feh," said Aunt Shauna, "they probably have germs." "So?" said Uncle Sam. "Are they any worse than the robbers?" Every Sunday the same thing. Every Sunday the same 3 words. I was angry. More than angry. I stamped my foot. "I can't take it any more," I said. I grabbed a handful of wool from my mother's knitting basket and I put it on my head. "Oi!" I said. "Oi! Oi! Oi!" My sister looked about and found a pair of toy glasses. She crossed her arms. Feh, she said. Feh, feh, feh. Now it was my brother's turn. He picked up a big pillow and stuffed it under his shirt. So, he said, tipping from one foot to the other. So, so, so. And then our parents came in. Oi! Stop that right now, Mom said. Yes, Dad said. Stop making fun of your aunts and your uncle. But Aunt Essie pointed to my brother and started to laugh. Oi! Look at that! He looks just like you, Sam. He sounds just like you. So? Sam said, also laughing. What about Shauna? That's just the way she sounds. Feh, said Aunt Shauna, giggling. And isn't that just like Essie? Her hair, her voice. Aunt Essie, Aunt Shauna, and Uncle Sam laughed harder. They laughed until they couldn't breathe. They laughed until tears came to their eyes. Feh. So? My sister and my brother and I laughed too. Even my parents laughed. They served us tea and macaroons. Then my aunts and my uncle told us stories from when they were kids. It got late. My aunts and my uncle got up and we went to the door. They got into their car and rolled down the windows. Are you sure you have to go? I asked. Stay a little longer, said my brother. Please, said my sister. Oi, said Aunt Essie. Next thing they'll ask us to move in. Feh, said Aunt Shauna, as if we don't have something better to do. So, said Uncle Sam, next Sunday isn't soon enough. Uncle Sam backed slowly out of the drive. He waved as the car went up the street, and horn sounding 3 times. Honk, honk, honk.